Welcome to this anti-recommendation video. Let me explain. So, Six of Crows is one of my favorite books, and I'm constantly on the lookout for something similar. But the issue is the recommendations I see are all garbage. I don't want you to fall into the same mistake and read a book that is actually nothing like Six of Crows. I found 6 books that get recommended a lot when people ask for Six of Crows recommendations, and I'll go over them to tell you why you should not read them. Obviously, this depends on what you like about Six of Crows. What I like is the excellent dialogue and scene writing. The scenes between the characters are usually the culmination of their relationships. I really love that the characters have strong emotional arcs, and there's a fun, interesting plot taking place in a fun and interesting world. Of course, there's a heist, but that is secondary to me, or not even that. There's a group dynamic. I don't really care about that, but I do care about the found family trope. I think Six of Crows does it really well. It also does the underdog characters really well. The characters have actual flaws. Do you really want to be in Inej's place or Kaz's? I mean, they're cool characters, but they've been through so much. I would not want to go through what Inej had gone through for anything in the world. It's horrible, but she is able to overcome those obstacles, right? That is exciting to read, and every character has things they need to deal with, and none of those are trivial. Anyway, I'll talk more about what I like and what I don't like as we go through these anti-recommendations. So let's start with the first one. Oh, the first one. Look, I like Brandon Sanderson. I enjoy his books, but Sanderson fans should show some restraint in recommending books. Literally, under every thread someone asks for a recommendation, there is a Sanderson recommendation. Stop! So the number 1 on this list is Mistborn. The only thing that's similar in this book is that it's also a heist and there's a crew. There's absolutely nothing else similar about these 2 books. You will be disappointed. Now, I think Mistborn is a great series. Don't get me wrong, but it is so different from Six of Crows. It is much more plot focused. Sanderson dialogue writing is average at best. It's definitely not a strength. The emotional arcs are non-existent to weak. This book has totally different strengths. It has a super fun, complex magic system, which is again unlike Six of Crows, which has a very basic magic system. Most of it is like elemental magic, so nothing really original. Mistborn also has a great plot, especially if you read the whole series. It has a fantastic payoff. I would say Six of Crows has passable plot. It's not super complex. There aren't multiple threads coming together or anything. I think it's engaging. It's a bit unfortunate that Leigh Bardugo pitches this book as a magical heist too, which is true, but I don't think it's the book's strength. Whereas magical heist is sort of Mistborn's strength, but just the first books really. The next 2 books are completely different. It's epic fantasy. It is not as dark as Six of Crows. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if someone said Six of Crows is adult fantasy and Mistborn is YA fantasy. But Mistborn is categorized as epic fantasy. There is some really cheesy romance in it as opposed to super complex romantic relationships in Six of Crows. So yes, read Mistborn. Sure, it's a good series, but has nothing to do with Six of Crows. By the way, if you have any recommendations for readers of Six of Crows, leave a comment and I'll check them out and make another video maybe. That will be fun. And also, before I continue, I would like to thank the 7% of viewers who are subscribed. Thanks all, I appreciate you. And for the others, I hope you take the leap in this video. But if you're enjoying this video, please leave a like to let me know. Anyway, moving on to the next book. Unlike Mistborn, I think this book is just bad. I don't think you should read this at all. I am shocked that some people who loved Six of Crows also love this book. But it is The Gilded Wolves. One thing I love about Six of Crows is the banter between the characters. It works because we also get genuine moments with the characters, as opposed to The Gilded Wolves, where every character is sarcastic 100% of the time. It's exhausting. It's like a Marvel movie, but much worse. You know, Marvel movies never allow viewers to feel anything. Whenever there's an emotional moment, someone immediately undercuts it with a joke. The Gilded Wolves is like that. Although Marvel movies make billions, so I guess I'm the one who is wrong here, but that's not the point. The point is, it's the opposite of what Six of Crows does. So it's a garbage recommendation. Also, it has the most convoluted magic system I've seen. The plot is all over the place. The only thing in common is it is also about a heist. And I guess the characters are supposed to be misfits or something, but no. Garbage recommendation. Avoid. Next garbage is, I can't even with this one. I don't even want to talk about it. It feels like I'm making this one up, but these are all books I've seen recommended more than once. And with great surprise, I reveal to you Throne of Glass. What? You're out of your mind if you're recommending this to a Six of Crows fan. It makes absolutely no sense. What are you doing? So in my general experience, it looks like Sarah J. Maas fans and Six of Crows fans don't really overlap. They're super different styles. Sarah J. Maas is more like a continuation of the Twilight legacy for me. So Throne of Glass is very much a romance fantasy book. There's absolutely nothing in common with Six of Crows. I don't even think there's a heist in it. She's supposed to be an assassin and there's a tournament with a bunch of loser assassins. I don't like that book and I don't recommend it to anyone. If you are the one who recommended this book to someone asking for books similar to Six of Crows, shame. Moving on to number 4, Aurora Rising. This book, once again, it is trying to do something Six of Crows is very successful at. The underdog group of people who found a place to belong to in each other. Except everyone in this book is super gorgeous and talented and smart. And they're not underdogs. They're all great. The worst is, I guess, someone's dad died, but like he died a hero. There's only one character who is truly an underdog and a great character, but he barely gets explored. The main characters are the cool kids. Guess what I don't want to read about if I love Six of Crows? That's right, cool kids. Garbage wreck. Number 5, Foundry Side. Absolutely nothing in common with Six of Crows. I guess there's a magical heist, so I don't know. Is that a thing? Is there a group of people who just want to read magical heists no matter what? I guess if that's you, then go ahead and read this. But it's another convoluted magic system, not as garbage as the Gilded Wolves. And the humor is not bad in this book, but the emotional core is definitely missing. I didn't continue reading this series. I don't think it's a good rec for Crow fans. And the last but not least, confusement of the highest order, Nevernight. So more than one person recommended this and I don't understand. Was there a heist in this? I don't remember. Maybe they steal something, but there is no group or anything. The character backstories are pretty brutal, maybe because of that. So Nevernight's characters definitely go through some serious stuff. And the tone is maybe similar. It's a dark, cruel world. But I don't think there's any other similarities. I didn't continue this series either, so I don't know what happens in the next book, but no to the first one. Okay, these were the 6 of poops, but I've seen some other honorable mentions I want to talk about. One thing I did not see was any Malazan recommendations. So great job restraining yourselves, Malazan fans, for once. Expecting the same from Sanderson fans. Because other than Mistborn, which is a fair recommendation maybe as a magical heist, but Stormlight Archive? Are you out of your mind? I don't even know what to say to you. No, there is nothing similar. Both are fantasy books, I guess. I saw Scythe. What? How? How is Scythe similar to Crows? Someone enlighten me. You're just recommending a book you like. The Diviners? Okay, I mean like a group dynamic kind of thing, I guess, but really I can't think of anything else. Maze Runner? Maze Runner? How? How is it similar at all? What are you smoking? Because I need that too. Vicious? Why? I guess morally gray characters. Okay, I can see that, but there's really nothing else similar. House in the Cerulean Sea? That is the sweetest book ever. Six of Crows is so dark. I guess because of the found family though. You know what? Honestly, among all these garbage book recommendations, I'm actually going to say yes to this one. Well, not yes, but maybe. Because if that found family aspect is important to you, House and the Cerulean Sea is an excellent moving book, and it definitely touches the same emotions as Six of Crows. Who would have thought? So out of this Garbage Rex video, you get a maybe. What are your recommendations? Did you read any of these books I talked about and thought, oh man, these were so much like Six of Crows? Am I wrong about these Garbage Rex? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.